Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm gonna show you how I painted this kind of apple. One of my CT girls just asked me if I can recreate this apple for a challenge she wanted to host on the lily pad. So this is what I'm trying to do now in this video, recreate this this apple, and for that I'm going to use the Autumn Whisper collection, which is already at my lily pad shop available. And let's get it started. Yes, what am I going to do when I do such kind of painting? Honestly, I always have a basic, an idea somewhere, and most of the ideas I find at Pinterest. That's a great source here, and this is what I do. I search here. I search for apple painting, and this is what I get now. And here are some starting points. And if you like to, if you can't draw, or you think you need a little bit of a basic, then you can check out Pinterest, for example. Instagram is also a source, but the search is here at Pinterest way better. Okay, what I did, I still have the PSD file of this apple. I'm gonna open that now. And when I double click here, this is the apple itself, is a smart object here. So I need to open that one as well. Okay, this is the apple, and now turn off all the layers, and this was the starting point. I found that, how you can see here, somewhere on Instagram, and I placed it just right underneath my canvas, and this is what I'm going to do now as well. So I start a new canvas with 12 by 12 canvas, place that, turn that in white, and lock this layer with this apple. Okay, then I'm gonna start a new layer. I don't save. Okay, apple, we're gonna save that into the Autumn Whisper. Apple, new, and okay, so here we go. This is our starting point. The Autumn Whisper does have a great pack with different styles, and also a painter's toolbox. And it does have painting brushes like this one. We have some dynamic autumn brushes. We have tree brushes here. And what else? And we have a lot of fab styles. I have already loaded them into my Photoshop now. And so I can start already with that. Okay. First of all, we start to draw the outside of the shape of the apple, and for that we're going to the brushes, and I need to just hold on. I need to delete that all to have more space here. Also those one. Okay. And also I delete those ones and I reload them, because it is a little bit confusing. Just, okay, here we go. We have the brushes full. I don't want to use them, but I want to have the brushes paint. Double click on them so I have them now in my brushes panel here. And let's get started. As you can see, we have here pencil, we have here ink, we have here oil. So I start now with the ink here, and I have black as a color, and now I'm going to start to paint here the shape of the apple on a new layer. So be yourself. If you have something loaded in the background, like I have done it now, like with that one, with this painting, you don't need to be like this painting. You should be yourself also a bit, even you have that loaded in the background. Okay, you can turn that off, and now you can a little bit overwork it, maybe change here the pencil so you have a different, and this is the shape. What do we have? What's going on with that oil? This is too thick. I think the shape is done now. It looks good. No, we don't need that with the oil. I need to turn on the light here. Gets dark outside. Okay. So this is the shape. What we can do now is to achieve this kind of look here. It's you can start to use artsy bits and pieces. You can start to use artsy bits and pieces combined with styles. You can paint, whatever. So there is a lot of different ways to start now or to go on further. Okay, let's look into the artsy bits and pieces. What do we have here? Let's pick here. This is a nice shape. And let's place that here in the background. We have that shape here in the foreground. We also can rename it shape apple. So we have that one. We're gonna close that, open another one, and maybe we can use now that leaf here somehow. And we close that. And this is what you can do. You can start to add more and more of those artsy bits. So don't worry when I'm silent and I'm concentrated. You see, what we're going to do now is we layer on top of each other. We start to layer, we layer. And this is what you also do when you paint. You don't have one layer. When you paint, you always have a few different layers, and in the end you have your painting, but you don't need to put on only one flat layer, because that is later that what gives you the depth of your of a painting. And what I'm going to do now is I minimize that a little bit. So let's see what we can. I guess it will look totally different than the other one, but I don't think that's bad. So we can go into the brush mix and let's see what we can pick out here as maybe that one, and make it a little bit smaller. And now we go into the styles and check out what we can. Okay, let's add here one of those styles here. Oh, we have this heavy gesso here. That's a good one. Maybe that one. I only copy and paste it. What? That's too, a little bit higher. So you see how I built that whole thing up is stacking randomly, really randomly, everything on top of each other. We have a second pack with the out of the box, with the arty bits and pieces. Forgot that. Okay, a little bit smaller. As you can see, we still need to fill up this shape here and on the bottom here, and finding here the right elements. You can't do anything wrong with when you create something like that. I think it's totally easy because you only need to take care that you stay on the inside of the shape, and painting the shape is so easy, and it has nothing to do that you need to be a real painter. So we're slowly going into the right direction here, and what I think I want that this stem comes out more. Okay. Or we change that, and maybe that, I like that a little bit better. Yes, that's much better. That's the question. If we go a little bit more down with that one, that we have a little bit more space on top here. Yes. Okay. So now you can start. Well, actually we are slowly coming to an end here because the shape looks nice and it's nice filled up. What you can do now is add maybe a little bit of a flower here or a little bit of a detail. But I don't like this flower on here, no. Oh, we had that hearts. Yes, right. Maybe we add them here. Okay. So, okay. And now we fill the hearts, and we're going to use this pastel watercolor. And as you can see here, it's used 2 colors. We go and pick from the swatches a pink, and then we click on the background color and maybe one of this turquoise, and then we start to paint now, and you get a nice purple because this is what it mixes now. And I like that because when you paint over it, it multiplicates. Let's use here one of those. This one. So you can add here. Make it a little bit smaller. And darker. So we fill that hard. And let's pick the pencil and we take the white and now we make a little light in it. Only just a little bit. And so let's see what we can do. Here is a little bit too much white here. Let's go to the layers and we're going on top of that. And we take now oil on canvas paint and make it a little bit bigger and only paint a little over, and we go, it's not much, it's really just that over. Okay, that's too much. Only so, okay. And no. Yes, that's much better. So we have here a little detail and more texture. Maybe here. Also a little bit texture. And as you can see, I really paint randomly. Also, I want to fill that part a little bit. Make it a little bit bigger. And add here, and here we go. So we filled that left white spaces with a little bit of color. Or we change the style here. This is up to you. Okay, I think I like the pink the most. Okay. And the more pressure you put on your pencil, I have this Wacom board just, and if you do that with the mouse, you have a total different reaction on the brush tools, because you don't have this pressure sensitive. This is what I have with my Wacom board. Oops. Okay. Make that again a little bit smaller. I want to have that more out. And maybe I'm gonna duplicate and let that get out here and make that a little bit smaller. So I'm just very concentrated. What we can use, well, I like that one, but I'm not sure if that will work. Okay, why not? Yes, why not? Okay, as you could now see, it's really not something big. We need it now, or I need it now. For that, just check the time, 20 minutes to create that apple. That was the other one. I used here a lot more different colors and also added some other details all from the brush mix. We use that PNGs here. This arrow, copy, paste, and so let's, okay. I think we should delete that little something here, and let's try to do a shadow now. Pull that down, and then we go to the blur, Gaussian blur. Up, that was too much. Well, that's much better. Okay, and then we go down with the opacity. So, okay. What you can also do now is to add on this arrow, sorry, stuck in between talking, a layer style if you want, maybe that brown one. I think that brown one is nice. Okay. Copy paste. Let's try that one. It's just right now is try out what we can do. For the background, I have used, let's see what papers we do have in this collection. It's if we have they are only those ones, and I guess I used a style for the background there, and I used that one of those, but they are too repeating. No, that one is pretty cool. That's much better. Okay, we use that one. Also, what we can add here are the sprinkles. And let's see which sprinkles we can use here. Maybe those ones. And I don't want to have everything. I only want parts. For that, I choose the lasso tool and select here those greens and add them here. Oops. And some other ones. Lasso tool, those pink ones. And those ones, maybe add them on the hearts. Let's see. Turn them around and add them here as a little bling bling. And now what we can do, choose now. Oh, we have some more here. Those ones. Where's the apple? So this is really now decorating your painting, and that's the fun on the whole thing. What I really love. Let's use copy paste. Okay, that's a lot now, and I what you can do now, if you have such a wild element like the sprinkle here with a lot of details, place that between the layers and push it layer by layer up, and then you can see where it starts to be too much. I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay. When you have that apple done, and you are satisfied, or you think you're happy, what you can do now is to start to change a little bit the layers or the artsy bits that you have placed. You can add here some other styles randomly. Try them. I think the original artsy bits is here the best one. Here we can that, and that one on the bottom, make that brighter or darker, pinkisher. So you can change everything with the layers later. Also, you can use that as a basic, this layered file as a basic, and use it with totally different styles from other collections. We can add here now a word art, which I did also from the old one. This was this autumn. Copy, paste, place it on top. We place that here, and we create a new layer here. We go to our brushes here, and we use again this translucent. Now we use that oil, and let's see how big that is. And we paint inside of the letters now, and add here one of those gesso styles and fill that out. So this is it. Okay. Also, we can add little details when we use the ink, and make here little colorful like you only use a brush pen and paint over it. And the cool thing is that you always can change such things with the color. That. As you can see, that looks all not pretty good. That one is good. Okay, so this is now the word art, and we used also one of those diamond equinox, maybe this. So okay, so this is it. Totally easy, I think, and I really hope I could help you with this little video now, how I use and how you could use those kind of styles, Painter's Toolbox brush tools, whatever. You don't need to create always layout pages. You can create paintings. You can print that and hang it up on your wall. Really, that's pretty cool. Create a card out of it and give it to someone on a birthday or whatever. So many other ideas sure come up when you start to use my collections in a different way than the usual layouts creating. Okay, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you had fun. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Come up to the Artology.studio group, which is on Facebook. You can share there everything you want. You can ask questions to my team, to my CT girls, or to myself. You can join me on all of my channels on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, whatever. You can find me on NBK-Design.com. And all the links are also always included in my products. There is always all about NBK, a folder, and there you can find. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel with all my videos that you don't miss. And if you subscribe, hit the little bell so you will be always notified that there is a new video. But any information about what I'm gonna do is also on Facebook available. Maybe some of the channel is something you like, and we're gonna see us there. Have a good time, and we're gonna see us in the next video. Bye!